Jack had to punch the golden slime tens of thousands of times every single day. That was the training his masters gave him. For the past 2 years, they kept him in closed-door training, even though Jack was strong enough to toss a dragon around like a toy. His monster masters never once praised him. Because of that, Jack always thought he was still the same weakling. But now, with the adventurer rank exam about to begin, his masters finally allowed him to go down the mountain. This exam was the perfect chance to test the results of his 2 years of training. At the guild hall, the receptionist, Rena, recognized him instantly. 2 years ago, Jack had actually worked there as a clerk, and the two of them had been co-workers. Just as they were catching up, a drunkard stumbled over and started harassing Rena. Jack stayed calm. He tried to talk the drunk down while gently placing his hand on the man's stomach. The next moment, to everyone's shock, the drunk collapsed instantly. Rena assumed he just had too much to drink and didn't think much of it. She handed Jack his exam pass, wished him luck, and he went on his way. But soon after, the others noticed a palm print sunk deep into the drunkard's armored belly, and that drunk turned out to be an A rank wanted criminal. No one could imagine who had the power to knock him out so easily. Meanwhile, Jack had already arrived at the exam site. The first test measured magic power through the brightness of a crystal ball. Most of the candidates were C or D rank, and their crystals shone brightly. But when Jack placed his hand on it, the light barely flickered. The examiner announced his result. F rank. The room burst into laughter. The second test measured raw attack power. All they had to do was strike a slime dummy, and the shaking would reveal their strength. A young mage was first, unleashing his strongest spell, Inferno, a tier 3 fire spell. To Jack, it looked like nothing more than a tiny spark, but when the examiner praised the boy as a genius mage, Jack was confused. To him, even the weakest fire spell from his masters could level an entire mountain. How could the gap be so huge when both were fire magic? He eventually reasoned the boy must have compressed the spell to make it safe for indoor use. Finally, it was Jack's turn. The examiner sighed, advising him to give up. With Jack's age and talent, he wasn't fit to be an adventurer at all. Those words cut deep, but Jack had already decided long ago, no matter what anyone said, an adventurer. For 2 years, he endured merciless training from his masters. He survived everything they threw at him. But what if he lacked talent? He proved with his own hands that he could still succeed. Yeah.